when you look at the season, it would not, this is going to sound a little crazy, but it would not surprise me if Anthony Miller ends up having a bigger year than Allen Robinson. And for that reason, I think that's why we possibly haven't seen an Allen Robinson extension occur yet. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but it may benefit the Bears to see how this year plays out and see if Anthony Miller has the opportunity to make the step to, maybe more of a number one wide receiver and become a greater threat, because Allen Robinson is great. He's great for consistent catches. He's great for tossing the ball up to when he needs to when you need some time. He's very reliable. But Anthony Miller is the wide receiver on the Bears who makes the biggest plays.
I think Anthony Miller is probably the closest thing to like a game breaker that you have on the Bears offense. I think that the Bears offense as a whole lacks a lot of explosiveness, but he is definitely the main point of explosion in the offense. Like Allen Robinson, right, he's going to go out, he's going to get you, those 15, 20-yard catches. He works the sideline very well. But, he's not like the home run receiver per se. And Anthony Miller definitely has a lot more of those characteristics. And yeah, Allen Robinson as a whole is a lot more replaceable. You can find someone like an Allen Robinson in the draft.
Yeah.
You can find someone like Allen Robinson in free agency, because Allen Robinson, of course, was a free agent himself. Of course, not quite due to his playability. He had injury issues, which played into that. But, he's a lot more replaceable. And, of course, I expect to see Anthony Miller take a step up. I think the third year is kind of often a very important year for receivers. Yeah. It's kind of a year where they kind of make their big step up and kind of burst onto the scene if they've kind of been lurking around, which I think, honestly, Anthony Miller kind of has been. Like, he's had his points of brilliance, and his inconsistencies haven't quite been his fault, in a way. So I do expect a lot more coming from him, this season.
It's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. And I just want to clarify for the listeners, I know me and you are both really big on Allen Robinson. Like, we both really like Allen Robinson. But the wide receiver that I view has the most potential here is Anthony Miller. And, that should be a point of excitement for the Bears, that we have this great receiver, but we also have this young receiver that has shown a lot and is shown to have some just really great ability. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. I think a lot of it is going to have to deal with Nick Foles' style of play. I know that the RPO is a big part of his game, so we are going to see a lot more from Allen Robinson in that regard. Anthony Miller isn't used as heavily in the RPO. And he also likes to test the defense deep. So Anthony Miller will probably see a lot from him there. So